Hi everyone, it's Michelle here from MUVE Life, and I am so excited to have you guys back today to join me with my channel, and I am so pumped and excited to share with you today. We have some healthy tips on how you can start to live a healthy lifestyle. So stay tuned. I've got some great information for you today, and at the end I'm also going to be sharing with you some of the things that I like to do in order to stay healthy, and some of the things that I found over the years really help for me to stay focused, to stay inspired, and to just really live that healthy lifestyle that everybody wants to live without having to work too hard for it. So guys, I really want you to forget about the dieting, forget about eliminating things from your diet. At the beginning, when you're trying to get healthy, I want you to really focus on what you can add to your body, what you can add to your lifestyle, and what you can add to improve all different aspects of your life. So I've got 5 great tips on including some wonderful things that are going to help you live that healthier lifestyle. So number 1, adding more vegetables. I know it sounds simple, but rather than focusing on what we can eliminate from our bodies, I want you to think about incorporating and adding all those vegetables that are filled with nutrients, that are going to heal your body, they're going to give you energy, they're going to make you feel good. So add them into your diet any way you can. Whether, let's say if you're even still eating healthy or terrible, not so healthy foods, just add some vegetables into that food. So let's say you're making like Kraft dinner or something, add a handful of spinach in there. I know it sounds crazy, but you don't even taste the spinach. It's like it's hiding. You can even chop it up really fine and then toss it in there. At least you're getting more of that nutrients into your diet, into your body, and that's going to help give you more fuel to be able to do all of the other tips that we're going to include here. So tip number 2, adding more water. Water is very necessary for your body to work properly, and I think we all know that. It's just a matter of actually incorporating that into our daily living lifestyle. So what I like to do is bring a water bottle with me everywhere I go. I've always got water on hand. I actually get a little bit panicked sometimes if I know that I've run out of my water, if I've already drank all my water and I still have a couple hours before I'm going to be home or before I'm going to be near somewhere where I can get water. So yeah, water is extremely important for your cells. If you don't have it, they're going to be dehydrated. You're going to get wrinkles. Guys, you really want to stay hydrated, so drink a lot more water. So number 3 is adding more healthy fats into your diet. I know in the past they used to have this thing where they said if you eat fat, you get fat, but that's complete crap. Yes, okay, if you're eating terrible fats such as deep fried foods, that way, yeah, you're probably going to gain a lot more weight, and you're probably going to be extremely unhealthy and have high cholesterol and all of that. But what I'm talking about is the good fats. You want to incorporate avocados, nuts, seeds, coconut oil. You want to incorporate all of those type of healthy fats into your diet. It's going to give you the nutrients that you need. It's going to make you feel full. So please start adding more healthy fats into your diet. Okay guys, number 4, let's add more sleep into our lives. I know to some of you that's easy, that's great, you love sleep, that's wonderful, continue sleeping. I think that it's really healthy for you. But if you're not getting enough sleep, I would really strongly suggest you figuring out a way to incorporate more sleep. So whether let's say you're the type of person who just stays up late, has really weird sleeping hours, that sort of thing, focus on it. Try to find the time for it. Find the time for it. Figure out a way where you can get that regular sleep on a regular basis. You need that time for you to be able to repair all of the things in our bodies that's going wrong or that we've damaged throughout the day. It also helps with your mind to be able to repair what's going on in your brain, that time for you to have that downtime. Sleeping is really important, guys. So if you're the type of person who is having trouble sleeping because of some other gosh knows what reason, whether it's because you're not getting enough vitamins and minerals, whether it's because you have a lot of stress in your life and so you just can't shut off your brain to have that time to sleep. Or maybe you don't know what the reason is. Maybe your body's just not allowing you to fall asleep. I would really strongly suggest you to figure out what the problem is. Whether you go to a naturopath, you can have some blood tests done, see if there's something going on there. Or if it's stress related, you want to be incorporating things that are going to de-stress you. So yoga, meditation, that sort of thing. But sleep is extremely important, guys. So I would really strongly suggest you try to find a way to incorporate more sleep into your lifestyle. On to the next one. Number 5, adding in more inspiration into your life. Guys, this can come in many different forms, whether you're adding more positive people into your life, whether you're listening to podcasts, whether you're watching YouTube videos. I don't care how you do it, reading books, but what I want you to do is I want you to fill your soul and your body and your mind with all these wonderful, healthy, inspirational things maybe that you're lacking in. Maybe you need some inspiration or you need some knowledge on certain things like living a healthy lifestyle or how to eat better. So I really want you to try to incorporate those things into your lifestyle. If you just have it on in the background, maybe you don't even love it that much, but if you have it on in the background, you may get like little tidbits out of it every once in a while, learn some information from people, useful information that you can use in your everyday lifestyle. If you have negative people in your life, and perhaps they're family members and it's not like you can get rid of them, I would really suggest you just find these other inspirations in other ways. So like I suggested before, listening to podcasts, reading books, it's nice having that stuff around you so that it feeds your soul and your mind, and you can have those things on your mind rather than all the negativity. So adding more inspiration into your life. Okay, so let's repeat those things again. So we've got adding more vegetables, adding more water, adding more healthy fats, adding more sleep, and adding inspiration. 5 amazing tips, guys, that you can add into your life rather than focusing on eliminating. Just add those things into your life and you're gonna find so much benefit, I promise you. Okay, so now that we've talked about what you can add into your life, I'm going to share with you a few things that I have found that also have really improved my life and my health in a significant way. One of those things is alcohol. I know alcohol is really nice sometimes, and having a glass of wine after work to help you just relax, that that's okay. I'm not saying that I want you to completely eliminate alcohol. I'm just saying be aware of how much alcohol you're taking. I know when I was younger, I drank quite a bit, and I really do regret that. I know I had a lot of wonderful fun times, but I didn't even need to drink to have those fun times. I think that for everybody it's a little bit different, but alcohol can be very toxic and very harmful to your body. It's putting a lot of stress on your body in many ways that we don't know. We can't see what's going on inside. So maybe you don't necessarily know what's actually happening when you drink all of that alcohol. But for myself, I know, I would get eczema. I had a lot of cold sores. I would eat terrible the next day because I'm craving those foods to kind of get rid of that gross feeling that I was feeling in my body. So yeah, one of the things I really would encourage is to maybe limit your alcohol intake. One thing I do is I have decided, my boyfriend and I both decided this years ago, is to not have a drink at all during the weekdays. So I literally, we go for dinner, even just at home, like even if it's been like a rough day, I'd rather have a tea or something a little bit more soothing rather than alcohol. And then I save my drinking to the weekends. Now, if you have an event or something, feel free. I'm not saying like totally eliminate it if that's not for you. I'm just saying that's really what works for my lifestyle and for me to feel the best that I need to be feeling. Another thing that I really have found has changed my life is limiting my sugar intake. Now, I'm not the type of person who eats, candies and sweets all the time, but I definitely was eating like cookies and muffins and squares and, chocolate. Oh, I love chocolate. And healthy chocolate is wonderful, but you just really want to take a look, always look at the labels and see how much sugar, even like yogurt. Everyone thinks yogurt is healthy. Okay, it has, some healthy proteins in there, but if you take a look at the sugar content on the back, and if it's any higher than, 6, you don't want to be eating it, and generally it is way higher than that. So guys, really take a look at that. Sugar is extremely harmful on our bodies. They say that it feeds cancer. We all know that it's like as addictive as cocaine, and it's like sending firecrackers into our brain. It makes us just do crazy things, think crazy things. So limiting your sugar is really, really beneficial. If you'd like to join me every month, I like to do a little bit of a sugar detox. So I find 7 full days where I just completely eliminate the sugar from my diet. I do allow myself to have a little bit of berries, that sort of thing, but I eliminate any other added sugar, maple syrups, honey, even all natural sugars, even like my fruits. I stick to just 2 fruits a day. So you can find me on all my social media stuff for that. And it's about once a month that I like to do that. Next, we're gonna be talking about carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are energy and fuel for your body. So you're gonna be wanting to have carbohydrates. It's just we wanna be taking a look at having the proper carbohydrates. So you've got your simple carbohydrates and you've got your complex carbohydrates. So your simple carbohydrates are going to be those foods like sugars, fruits, baked goods, things that are going to spike your insulin levels really, really fast and give you that spike of energy right away. So if you're about to do a very physical activity, then maybe that's something that you want to have if you're really needing that like spike of energy. But otherwise, I want you to take more of a look at the complex carbohydrates. This includes a lot of your leafy greens and vegetables. This is going to be like your starches, so sweet potatoes is really good for that one. And then also you've got all your whole grains, like oatmeal, that sort of thing is going to be more of your complex carbohydrates. So what you want to do is you want to focus more on those complex carbohydrates. These are going to be the type of carbohydrates that are going to be giving you that energy like you need, but at a slower rate so that you don't have that spike of insulin and then that drop right away. Okay? Now, I personally have found that I do not do well with grains. I don't know that that's for everybody, but I have even had my blood tested and found that they are not good for me. I feel them sit in my gut. I get irritable bowel syndrome from it. I get constipated. I get pains, I get soreness, and it just doesn't resonate well with me, especially even oats. You won't find that I'll make a lot of foods with oats because it just isn't something that's good for my body. I would pay attention to that. You may be similar. You might have problems with grains and you don't even know it. So I like to stay away from that. I will still every once in a while have something that has a little bit of gluten-free wheat. If let's say if I'm going to somebody's house and they've made something, I'll have a little bit of that, but I won't choose it for myself. I don't buy any products that have that. So yeah, that's something that I found that has worked for me, is eliminating a lot of the grains, especially those simple carbohydrates, like your baked goods and things that you're gonna want to stay away from. Next thing I want to talk to you about is called intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting, there's a few ways to do it. If you want some more information on it, I did write about it in my 30-day challenge ebook. You can find that on my website. And otherwise, you can find lots of information online about it as well. But intermittent fasting, there's several different ways that you can go about this. I like to do it where I can still eat during the day, but then I fast overnight. So I'm going to be taking a look at an 8-hour window. So I'm really only eating for 8 hours throughout the day, and the remainder of that day I'm only drinking water, and I can add some lemon to it as long as you're staying under 50 calories within those other hours. So during the 8 hours out of the day, usually I'll go to about 12 till 8 o'clock at night. I find that works for me. So I skip breakfast and literally just have all my meals within that time. This is giving your body the time to be able to eliminate toxins, eliminate the crap, and be able to process the foods that you've eaten, and also to heal your body. Let's say you have a disease or you have an illness, something that is not going well in your body, and your body needs to be able to repair it, needs to be able to heal. Your body needs time to be able to fight against that illness. Where is it going to find the time if you're constantly giving it food and your body is constantly having to process that food and break it down and, you know, give your body the nutrients in different places and digest it and give all of its blood and energy to digesting it? So I find when I do intermittent fasting, it gives my body that time to kind of just regulate, just reset itself, but also to be able to heal anything that's going on. So if I have a virus or if I have something, a sickness of some sort, it has a chance and time to be able to repair those things going on in my body. With intermittent fasting, I found that I used to feel full and I used to feel kind of weighed down often, whereas when I do the intermittent fasting, my body has time to really eliminate anything that I've eaten from the day before, and I just feel so much better. I really strongly suggest you try it, even if you just do it a couple times a week. Intermittent fasting, it's pretty awesome. So before you do the intermittent fasting, I want you to ask your doctor or maybe pay attention to how your body's feeling. If you have any issues with regulating your blood sugars, you really want to be cautious about that. Also, women, for that time of the month, there's things that are going on in your body that you just really want to be mindful about. So really listen to your body. If you're getting headaches or if you're not feeling well, maybe this isn't quite right for you at this time. But honestly, give it a try. Even if you have, say, 10 hours out of your day where you're eating, rather than having like 12 or like more hours where you're eating every day, I really have found a big difference with that. I think that intermittent fasting has been a game changer for me. So I'd strongly suggest you take a look at it and maybe give it a try. Who knows? Maybe it'll work for you. Okay guys, so I think that's all we have for today. I'm so excited about these tips. I really truly think that it's important to really focus on what you can add to your body and add to your lifestyle to improve it, rather than eliminating it. It's just, who really wants to focus on eliminating things when you can just add wonderful things to your life? It's like a win-win. Why not? So yeah, give it a try. I'd love to know how it goes for you, how you think about this video, the information in the video, and whether or not you've tried any of the tips. I'd love to hear from you. Comment down below. And I will be back soon to give you a lot more information and a lot more wonderful health tips. And you can find me also on all of my social medias. I'll also have those linked down below. So you can find me there on my website and my ebook. You can find my ebook with lots of wonderful information on there on my website. Thanks for joining me, and don't forget to move your body. Have a good day.